Honeysuckle Mini Stories 1.x PDF. Adapted and modified by Kulwant Singh Sandhu. 1. Who did Patrick's homework? I see Aral M. Ora. Patrick never did homework. Too boring, he said. He played hockey and basketball and Nintendo instead. His teachers told him, Patrick, do your homework or you won't learn a thing. And it's true, sometimes he did feel like an ignoramus. But what could he do? He hated homework. Then one day he found his cat playing with a little doll and he grabbed it away. To his surprise, it wasn't a doll at all, but a man of the tiniest size. He had a little wool shirt with old-fashioned breeches and a high tall hat much like a witch's. He yelled, "Save me! Don't give me back to that cat. I'll grant you a wish. I promise you that." Patrick couldn't believe how lucky he was. Here was the answer to all of his problems. So he said, "Only if you do all my homework till the end of the semester. That's 35 days. If you do a good enough job, I could even get A's." The little man's face wrinkled like a dishcloth thrown in the hamper. He kicked his legs and doubled his fists, and he grimaced and scowled and pursed his lips. "Oh, am I cursed? But I'll do it." And true to his word, that little elf began to do Patrick's homework. Except there was one glitch. The elf didn't always know what to do, and he needed help. Help me," he'd say. And Patrick would have to help in whatever way. "I don't know this word," the elf squeaked while reading Patrick's homework. "Give me a dictionary, no, what's even better, look up the word and sound it out by each letter." When it came to maths, Patrick was out of luck. "What are times tables?" the elf shrieked. "We elves never need that. And addition and subtraction. And division and fractions? Here, sit down beside me, you simply must guide me. Elves know nothing of human history. To them, it's a mystery." So the little elf, already a shouter, just got louder. "Go to the library, I need books, more and more books, and you can help me read them too." As a matter of fact, every day in every way that little elf was a nag. Patrick was working harder than ever, and was it a drag? He was staying up nights, had never felt so weary, and was going to school with his eyes puffed and bleary. Finally, the last day of school arrived, and the elf was free to go. As for homework, there was no more, so he quietly and slyly slipped out the back door. Patrick got his A's. His classmates were amazed. His teachers smiled and were full of praise. And his parents? They wondered what had happened to Patrick. He was now the model kid. Cleaned his room, did his chores, was cheerful, never rude, like he had developed a whole new attitude. You see, in the end, Patrick still thought he'd made that tiny man do all his homework. But I'll share a secret, just between you and me. It wasn't the elf. Patrick had done it himself. 1. Questions and answers. 1. What did Patrick think his cat was playing with? What was it really? Answer. Patrick thought that his cat was playing with a little doll, but it was really a man of the tiniest size. 2. Why did the little man grant Patrick a wish? Answer. The little man granted Patrick a wish because he wanted to get free from the cat. 3. What was Patrick's wish? Answer. Patrick wanted the little man to do all his homework till the end of the semester, which was 35 days. 4. In what subjects did the little man need help to do Patrick's homework? Answer. The little man needed Patrick's help in English, maths, and human history. 5. How did Patrick help him? Answer. Patrick helped him by consulting a dictionary, guiding the little man in doing sums in arithmetic, and read out portions from history book. 6. Who do you think did Patrick's homework, the little man, or Patrick himself? Give reasons for your answer. Answer: it was not the little man but Patrick himself had did his homework, as little man did not know anything in English, maths, and human history. Patrick had to consult dictionary, guide him with maths, and help him to read too. He stayed up at nights and worked hard. Therefore, it was Patrick who did the homework. 2. Fill in the blanks in the sentences below with the words or phrases from the box. Out of luck, mystery. True to his word, chores, semester between you and me, look up. 1. Some people find household a bore, but I like to help at home. 2. Who stole the diamond is still a. 3. This we are going to have a class exhibition. 4. The elf began to help Patrick. 5. Can you this word in the dictionary? 6. I started early to be on time, but there was a traffic jam. 7. She says she's got a lot of books, but I think most of them are borrowed. Answers: 1. Some people find household chores a bore, but I like to help at home. 2. Who stole the diamond is still a mystery. 3. This semester we are going to have a class exhibition. 4. True to his word, the elf began to help Patrick. 5. Can you look up this word in the dictionary? 6. I started early to be on time, but I was out of luck. There was a traffic jam. 7. She says she's got a lot of books, but between you and me I think most of them are borrowed. 2. A house, a home. By Lorraine M. Halley. What is a house? It's brick and stone and wood that's hard. Some window glass. And perhaps a yard. It's eaves and chimneys. And tile floors. And stucco and roof. And lots of doors. What is a home? It's loving and family. And doing for others. It's brothers and sisters. And fathers and mothers. It's unselfish acts. And kindly sharing. And showing your loved ones you're always caring. 3. How the dog found himself a new master. Dogs were once their own masters and lived the way wolves do, in freedom, until a dog was born who was ill-pleased with this way of life. He was sick and tired of wandering about by himself looking for food and being frightened of those who were stronger than he. He thought it over and decided that the best thing for him to do was to become the servant of one who was stronger than anyone on earth, and he set out to find such a master. He walked, and he walked, and he met a kinsman of his, a big wolf who was as strong as he was fierce. "Where are you going, dog?" the wolf asked. "I am looking for someone to take up service with. Would you like to be my master, wolf?" "I don't see why not," the wolf said, and this agreed upon. The two of them went on together. They walked, and all of a sudden the wolf lifted his nose, sniffed, darted quickly off the path and into the bushes, and crept deeper into the forest. The dog was much surprised. "What's come over you, master?" he asked. "What has frightened you so?" "Can't you see? There's a bear out there, and he might eat up both of us, you and me." Seeing that the bear was stronger than the wolf, the dog decided to take up service with him, and he left the wolf and asked the bear to be his master. The bear agreed to this readily and said, "Let us go and find a herd of cows. I'll kill a cow and then we can both eat our fill." They walked on and soon saw a herd of cows, but just as they were about to come up to it, they were stopped by a terrible noise. The cows were mooing loudly and running in a panic in all directions. The bear looked out from behind a tree, and then he too ran hastily deeper into the forest. "Now, why did I have to come here?" said he to the dog. "It is the lion who rules the forest in these parts." "The lion? Who's he?" "Don't you know? He is the strongest beast on earth." "Well then, I'll say goodbye to you, bear. I want a master who is stronger than anyone on earth." And off the dog went to ask the lion to be his master. The lion agreed to it, and the dog stayed with him and served him for a long, long time. It was a good life, and he had nothing to complain of, for there was no stronger beast in the forest than the lion, and no one dared touch the dog or offend him in any way. But one day the two of them were walking side by side along a path that ran amid bare cliffs, when all of a sudden the lion stopped. He gave a great roar and struck the ground angrily with his paw with such force that a hole formed there. Then he began to back away very quietly. "What is it, master? Is anything wrong?" asked the dog, surprised. "I smell a man coming this way," the lion said. "We'd better run for it or we'll be in trouble." "Oh well, then I'll say goodbye to you, lion. I want a master who is stronger than anyone on earth." And off the dog went to join the man, and he stayed with him and served him faithfully. This happened long, long ago, but to this day the dog is man's most loyal servant and knows no other master. 1. Questions and answers. 1. Why did the dog feel the need for a master? Answer. The dog felt the need for a master because he was sick and tired of wandering about alone, looking for food and afraid of those who were stronger than him. 2. Who did he first choose as his master? Why did he leave that master? Answer. The dog first chose a big, strong, and fierce wolf as his master. Once, the dog saw that the wolf was afraid that the bear would eat them up. Since the dog wanted to serve only the strongest, he left the wolf and asked the bear who was stronger than the wolf to be his master. 3. Who did he choose next? Answer. He chose the bear to be his next master. 4. Why did he serve the lion for a long time? Answer. He served the lion for a long time because he found there was no more powerful and stronger than lion in the forest, and so no one dared to touch the dog or offend him in any way. Therefore, the dog lived happily by serving the lion for a long time. 5. Who did he finally choose as his master and why? Answer. He finally chose man as his master because one day he realized that lion was afraid of man. As he wanted to serve someone who was the most powerful and stronger than anyone on earth, he chose man as his master. 2. A summary of the story is given below. Fill in the blanks to complete it, taking appropriate phrases from the box. A dog, stronger than anyone else, the strongest of all. A wolf, the bear. Afraid of man, his own master, a lion. This is the story of who used to be. He decided to find a master. First he found, but the wolf was afraid of. The dog thought that the bear was. After some time the dog met who seemed the strongest. He stayed with the lion for a long time. One day he realized that the lion was. To this day, the dog remains man's best friend. Answer. This is the story of a dog who used to be his own master. He decided to find a master stronger than anyone else. First he found a wolf, but the wolf was afraid of the bear. The dog thought that the bear was the strongest of all. After some time, the dog met a lion who seemed the strongest. He stayed with the lion for a long time. One day he realized that the lion was afraid of man. To this day, the dog remains man's best friend. 3. Each word in the box given below indicates a large number of. For example, a herd of cows refers to many cows. Complete each of the following phrases with a suitable word from the box: school, fleet, brood, bundle, bunch, pack, flock, herd. 1. An of ships. 2. A of flowers. 3. A of chicks. 4. A of cattle. 5. A of sticks. 6. A of sheep. 7. A of fish. 8. A of wolves. Answers: 1. A fleet of ships. 2. A bunch of flowers. 3. A brood of chicks. 4. A herd of cattle. 5. A bundle of sticks. 6. A flock of sheep. 7. A school of fish. 8. A pack of wolves. 4. The Kite, by Harry Bain. How bright on the blue is a kite when it's new. With a dive and a dip, it snaps its tail, then soars like a ship with only a sail. As over tides of wind it rides, climbs to the crest of a gust and pulls, then seems to rest as wind falls. When string goes slack, you wind it back and run until a new breeze blows and its wings fill, and up it goes. How bright on the blue is a kite when it's new, but a raggeder thing you never will see when it flaps on a string in the top of a tree.